Alrighty guys, before we hop into today's video, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much to the ones who've been subscribing, viewing, and donating to the channel. It really means a lot. You guys keep me going day by day by day, and in today's video, it's all starting to make sense now. It is all starting to make sense now. I find it so interesting though, how all of these things are starting to come out now. Like the people should have known about these things sooner. But you know what some were doing? They're covering things up and playing political games. But anyways, take a listen to this.
So part of what came out last week was about how John Brennan, Clapper, Comey, they all pushed the known fake Steele dossier into intelligence community assessments and as the basis for Crossfire Hurricane and all that. And what that intelligence shows, Maria, is that part of this was a Hillary Clinton plan, but part of it was an FBI plan to be an accelerant to that fake Steele dossier, to those fake Russia collusion claims by pouring oil on the fire.
And you guys see how long these things have been covered up? Years. These things have been covered up. Makes no sense whatsoever. The people deserve the truth, and they deserve the transparency, and they deserve to know the things that are going on. But what some have been doing, have been covering them up like it wasn't even happening. But it's all starting to make sense now.
Amplifying the lie and bearing the truth of what Hillary Clinton was up to. John Brennan testified to John Durham in August of 2020. He also testified to the House Oversight Committee in 2022. Hillary Clinton testified before John Durham under oath in 2022.
So 2020, 2021, 2022, and we are in what, 2025? Years of not telling the people the things that have been happening. Years of not telling the people the things that are going on. And some still wonder why things happen the way they did in November. All right.
James Comey testified before the Senate committee in September 2020. Much of that testimony is frankly completely inconsistent with what our underlying intelligence that is about to be declassified in the Durham Annex, what that reflects. Well, that's why I've made the referrals that I have. DNI Gabbard has made referrals, and why we're going to continue to share the intelligence that would support the ability of our Department of Justice to make fair and just, bring fair and just claims against those who have perpetrated this hoax against the American people and this stain on our country.
That's CIA Director John Ratcliffe indicating indictments potentially could be coming for John Brennan, James Comey, Hillary Clinton. It sounded like he was talking about perjury. NBC reports Barack Obama and his team are trying to stop voters from hearing about Russiagate. They want to bury the story, fearing it's going to hurt Obama's legacy. This is after DNI Tulsi Gabbard said there's evidence Barack Obama ordered up and a new intelligence report in December 2016 after Trump won.
So basically what some are saying is they don't want people to know the things that have been happening and the things that have been going on. Guys, you see what I'm talking about? Like, this stuff right here is completely not fair to the people. It's not. The people should know the things that are happening. The people should know the things that are going on. To me, it doesn't matter if you're left, right, blue, or red. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. 100%.
They claimed Trump colluded with Russia after intelligence said that didn't happen, when they knew there was no proof of that. Joining us now from House Judiciary, House Foreign Affairs, Congressman Darrell Issa. Congress, it's great to see you again. What's your take on the Obama side of the aisle reportedly trying to bury the story? Now that America's finally getting the investigation voters wanted, they're saying just move on, just like they're saying that about the cover-up of Joe Biden's decline.
Just move on. Just move on. People are tired of hearing that. The people don't want to hear that. The people want the transparency delivered. I mean, look at the things that have been happening over these last few years that the people haven't even known about. Look at the things that have been coming out over these last few months that the people haven't even known about. And some want to say, just move on. No, the people don't want that anymore. The people want things to be handled the right way. They want accountability and they want justice to be served.
Well, thanks for having me on. And candidly, in my years of doing oversight, some of it, a great deal of it was President Obama's actions during his administration. And there's no question that he blurred the line between the CIA's foreign operations and domestic. And there are laws against that. And the president needs to be held accountable, at least in the court of public opinion. But in the case of the other individuals, not the crime, but the cover-up that they were part of, And the perjury, as you mentioned earlier, that's likely to be where the charges will come from.
All right, I just have to say this. Can you guys imagine how much headlines and how much talk would be out if this was President Trump? There would be so many headlines being posted right now. Oh, look at President Trump did this. Look at President Trump did that. President Trump administration did this. President Trump administration did that. Because some rather play political games. But look what President Trump did on the campaign trail. He resonated with the people. He addressed their concerns. He spoke out about their concerns. And he told the people the things that he was going to do to fix the things that have been concerning them. And what is President Trump and his administration doing right now? Taking care of things that have been covered up and swept up under the rug, and getting down to the bottom of things that some have been sweeping right up under the rug. Not fair.
Charges will come. I'm confident.
Confident charges will come. So CIA Director DNI made criminal referrals. Attorney General Pam Bondi has a new strike force to look into this. This is the big one, the main new one that's coming in. What's your take on this? That former CIA Director John Brennan debriefed Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Obama's team in August 2016 with James Comey there on the Hillary Clinton campaign's plan to tarnish Trump by hyping Trump-Russia collusion. That the FBI played a role in this before it even launched Crossfire Hurricane. Fox News' Brooke Singman is reporting on this, and that there was a coordinated plan to help the Hillary Clinton campaign stir up Trump-Russia after a Hillary campaign advisor reportedly proposed doing this in July 2016 to attack Trump. Your take on this?
Liz, what we do know is that there were specific orders by President Obama to rethink information in a way that was simply not true and not supported by the initial reporting of the intelligence community. And I think that's where we're going to go all the way to the top, but we have to pass through the CIA director when, in fact, intelligence gets rewritten to suit President Obama's request.
We can only hope that things get taken care of the right way. We can only hope that things get resolved. This right here is completely insane. You guys know what it reminds me of? But it reminds me of when President Trump was just on a campaign trail, in and out of the courtrooms, how some were trying to stop President Trump from campaigning, but still look at what happened in November. Still look at what happened in November. President Trump resonated so well with the people because he understood the things that were concerning him. He spoke out about them time after time. He was telling the people the things that were happening in the courtrooms, how they were happening, why they were happening. And look at what happened in November. The people did not buy into any of the nonsense that was going on. They still made an ultimate decision to get change done. And that is what President Trump and his administration is doing. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about today's video down in the comment section. That'll be a wrap for today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.